This is kind of astonishing. The pumpkin leaves yesterday afternoon were wilting, drooping hardcore straight downward. And you can see here, it darn near looks like the top of a mushroom. It's so sturdy, upright. And I don't know the science behind it, but there's got to be some sort of heat, too much heat in the afternoons, because yesterday was 104, and this is this is really cool. This is right, oh sorry, this is in the morning afterward. Right here I made a little lean-to, kind of a shade deal. We have a palm tree on the front half of the property, and I'm going to use those palm fronds in a much better fashion than this. This was, within 5 minutes I just dug up a little bit on the ground, stuck this ladder that's fallen apart, and put these palm fronds in there for a little bit of shade. Hopefully that'll help with the afternoon sun. And after watering this morning, these haven't changed shape, but the growth is looking really good. These are watermelon, and as they continue to sprawl out like they are, I'm gonna keep putting the wood chips underneath. You can see back here, as it sprawled out, I had to throw some down just under that bit sticking out to the left. It's looking really healthy, and this isn't particularly good soil, as I've mentioned before. It's pretty loamy, pretty sandy. Here's an example of another bit that's just going out. I'll have to put some wood chips under it as it continues to grow. But this morning, it's the first time I've ever woken up to water, because I didn't water last night, and I'm a fan. I'm loving waking up and coming out here to do this. Oh, here's an area that I'll have to, there's a good example. Some more watermelon that I'll have to throw some wood chips down underneath. I guess I'll do that before I go back in this morning. This is a small bit of, I don't know what you call it, but just usefulness. All this water coming out of this faucet is, I definitely need to put maybe some plumber's tape or something to seal it up. But all this water in this whole bucket here would have just gone into the ground, and I couldn't have used it. But instead, since I've been running this sprinkler and that faucet's been leaking, there's a sprinkler for this whole morning, I'm gonna go ahead and I've already used one full bucket. Here's the second one that filled up. The lonely mound over here I really don't know. That might be watermelon. I can't remember what I planted over here. But either way, this mound that doesn't get hit by the sprinklers, I'm going to use it over here, all the water over here, just for the time being until all these over here are done with, and we can move the entire operation closer to that water source. And most of it's going to be pretty much all over here. To the effect of labeling and remembering what was planted where, my mother-in-law, she recommended that I get some sort of maybe paint sticks or something cheap and portable and reusable to stick into these mounds to say when I planted it, what was planted. I think that was a pretty good idea. Instances like this where I forgot that this is a watermelon mound and not a pumpkin mound might be mitigated by such a way to do things. For sure though, what we're gonna do, at least before the middle of July, is try to get all of our pumpkin seeds over here. Try to get a cultivator out here and till it up just one time. There's a lot of a lot of room for these pumpkins. So we'll put them all over here. They'll be naturally shaded by these trees. I've already started putting the wood chips over there. That's just one pile. I gotta use up as much of this wood pile with the wheelbarrow that I have for this week as I can before I get my own. But the wood chips are dwindling. That's all I can ask for. Yeah, this wheelbarrow has been a godsend on my back, on productivity. I mean, that thing is, I say it's almost done, but it's still going to be a lot of work.